channel. I'm Andy O'Reilly. There's Dave Cackley. We have to begin today on a somber note.
Somber?
Yeah.
What's somber
Yesterday.
about today?
Let's talk about yesterday. So,
okay.
I'd like to make it apparent to the audience that you and I will often trade barbs, and there's no ill intent behind those.
Of course.
At all.
Never taken that way either.
I was thinking about it last night that at first I thought, you know what, if it was Dave, I would probably take a bullet for him. And then I stopped.
Vice versa.
Then I stopped and rethought. Bullet. But then I thought if somebody was shooting rubber bands at him, I might politely ask them to stop. Right.
So okay. Anyway. Thanks for clarifying that.
Yeah, you got it. But as we were joking back and forth yesterday, I made a joke about your brother-in-law, and I didn't realize that was the brother-in-law of your sister who has passed. And it was really off on my part, and I hurt myself more than I think I hurt you with that joke, and I really deeply felt bad. So please give my apologies to you, your mom, your brother-in-law, your entire family, and know that joke was out of line, and I apologize.
It's totally okay. And I know, knowing you like I know you, have that gene in that wiring where you genuinely, and I know you felt bad about that because I know when you did it, you didn't know.
I didn't think,
and because I was a little stunned by it, but I didn't take offense to it. I was just kind of stunned. I'm like, oh, he does, and I didn't want to address it then because it would have been. Because I know how it would have thrown everything off yesterday.
It would have. And I'm going to tell you what, you would have been completely right in bringing that up, and calling me out on that one would have been perfectly okay.
But again,
I know.
I didn't feel necessary because I know there was no ill intent, and I know, again, I've got so many family members.
Dude,
you don't know who's
you're like
around.
The supersized Waltons.
Exactly. So, I don't know which one of us is John Boy, but you know.
Yeah, but anyway, I really genuinely want your entire family to know that I'm sorry. That was bad.
And my tone yesterday was over the top.
Way over.
I don't disagree with anything I actually said. I stand behind every single word. But yeah, I got a little, and I actually did something that you're sometimes guilty of, and I accuse you of, which is. Like Phil, like you say something and I jumped on it and said, no, that along with using the term again, the word again, which I, after re-listening to that, goes, oh my God.
Yeah.
Because we all have crutch, you know, how radio, you develop a crutch and you'd use kind of the same verbiage or the same word, maybe a little too often. And that I beat that horse to death.
What's your biggest crutch that drives you nuts?
Are you talking now or back?
Anyone.
Go ahead.
Well, I've got a new one that just eats me alive. Anybody that says going forward.
That's moving forward.
Okay.
Coming down the pike.
Going forward.
One.
Oh, what is it?
Yeah, coming down the pike was one I used to hear.
Yeah, that's another one.
Yeah, it's like I don't. What? Okay.
Here we circle back on this and
circle back's the worst.
God,
we're gonna circle back, or we need to have a conversation about that as you're having a conversation about something.
Right.
Yeah, we need to continue this kind. Okay, you're getting nowhere. It's okay.
Yeah. But anyway,
it's all dumb.
All right,
it's all good though.
Here we are on Friday. I went to a big award ceremony yesterday.
Oh, who won what?
Weird. A lady from Ionia won the Pay It Forward thing at Fox 17.
Okay.
She did the Person of the Year deal, and they gave her $5,000 toward her. So it was at the Meyer Garden, and I thought this will be nice for Cindy. I'll take her to a fancy luncheon thing, and she can have a piece of salmon, which I won't allow be cooked in the house. It reeks. Oh, PU salmon.
See, I like salmon. It's one of the few fish items I like, along with Van de Kamp's fish sticks, which are lovely. Yeah. But I get the stenches can be a bit overbearing.
But room full of everybody we know, and all of them that are no longer in the business. It just felt like such an odd duck. It's like I'm looking around, and Jennifer Paskia was there. The only person that came up and said hi was Carla from Fox 17, who lives here in Muskegon. And then Shelly Irwin came by and said hi. Other than that, nobody. It's like and I'm thinking to myself, do I got a booger or something? I mean, why?
No, well, maybe they were waiting for you to come approach them.
I don't know. Maybe they didn't even see me.
Oh yeah, it could be that too. Yeah, you get events like that. It's especially with other either current or former media people. Some don't know. Like I usually just go up to people and say, "Hey, how's it going?"
Yeah, but you know me
because I understand
in the crowd.
Yeah, you're again. It's a different wiring where it's
weird. Yeah.
That's not you where you're comfortable.
Yeah, and the fish. All I can think
between the fish and certain groups of people. Yeah, this is you are just wanting to get in and get out.
Even the smell of the fish. I triggered back to Lent and salmon patties getting crammed up our ass at the dinner table. God.
We cannot have fish. Wait,
you're going to eat that fish meatloaf in the name of Jesus or else.
That's doesn't how it's count. Be.
Jesus died so you can eat salmon on Fridays. Don't you understand?
See, this is why I see Jesus died so I still eat meat on Fridays. Otherwise, it feels disrespectful.
That's how you go.
Disrespectful to the one who died for my sins. So there you go.
Well, good for you. All right, on to the news. What are we going to talk about today?
Well, we got job cuts hitting Microsoft. The tech giant laying off nearly 2,000 employees in its gaming division. Just 3 months ago, the company completed a $69 billion purchase of video game maker Activision Blizzard. The reduction represents 8% of the 22,000 person gaming workforce. They got 22,000 people in Microsoft just working on video games. But moving forward, they're going to...
Don't worry about us. We're going to be okay.
Don't worry about us at Microsoft. Yeah. Those of you who we had to get rid of, you 2,000, I know that you're concerned about us again. Whoops. The word I wasn't going to say.
Do you remember?
That's take a shot. Take a shot if you're playing that game.
Do you remember back when Activision first came out, what their first game was? What was it?
Well, I don't remember what the first game was. It like Pitfall or something? What was the...
I think there were two. And I think Pitfall came right after Freeway, where you had to get the chicken across the freeway. Remember that?
See, we didn't have that. We didn't get anything till we didn't get Atari. We got ColecoVision was the first. I had my sister's boyfriend had Intellivision, and that was like Atari on steroids.
Right.
Or
we had the Atari.
Whatever.
Pitfall. I found under my mom's bed before Christmas. I would cut the little pieces of tape on the edge of the box, and I'd slip the cartridge out and then retape it. But Freeway was the first, and it was this chicken you had to try to get across the road, and it was really one of the most rudimentary, stupid-looking things you've ever seen. It was terrible.
I had a friend of mine that
Frogger. Right.
But it was a Frogger knockoff. Is what it was. Right. But it couldn't be Frogger because that would violate some sort of copyright law or something.
Right. And now you can buy all 500 of the games that you loved as a kid on a machine for about $800.
Yeah.
And play
it's if you go back and play those games, they're fun for like about 7 minutes. I had a friend of mine who did that. He just had all these classic video games, and they're fun for a little bit. And you go, God, these graphics suck. No, I'm watching my son play Grand Theft Auto, and he's got all these detailed vehicles, and he's running over people and mugging for me, though, others on
those games. We got a PlayStation 5 here for the kids, and I would love a program or a game in there that I could just go in and wander around. Like some distant desert planet that I could just put on a pair of VR glasses and just wander around and do nothing. Ooh,
the VR. See, I haven't tried the VR. I haven't tried the VR games yet. I think that might just freak me out.
Yeah,
I might be overwhelmed.
Sometimes
as a 50-something, Yeah. Who knows?
We could put all right, if you got a cold. I mean, think about it. We'll get some VR glasses.
And if you bring that up at all on Monday after this weekend, don't do it. I'm just telling you right now, don't do it.
I'll have to think.
If you can't even look at that show this weekend. You got a cold or the flu, you might want to hold off on the Robitussin. 8 lots of Robitussin Honey CF Max Day cough syrup are among the products being recalled. The voluntary recall is apparently due to a possible microbial contamination. Don't know what specifically that is, but just stick with NyQuil. You got a cold or the flu, it's NyQuil Dayquil. And you're going to be kind of half stoned and half groggy, whether you're asleep or awake. And you're not going to feel great, but you're not going to care that you have the cold or the flu.
True.
That's the great thing about the NyQuil and the Dayquil.
You've spoken the truth. Your words to God's ears.
Absolutely.
All right.
Finally, all eyes in the state of Michigan will be on San Francisco, California, Sunday evening. The 49ers taking on the Detroit Lions for the right to go to Super Bowl 58 in Las Vegas. Kickoff set for 6:30. Frisco is a 7-point favorite, and this is what I've advised all Lion fans to do. I may do this myself as a bandwagoner. Invest money. Don't deal with the point spread. Invest money on San Francisco, whatever you feel comfortable losing. That way, if the Lions lose, you're upset, but you win money.
Oh.
And if the Lions win, you're not going to care that you just dumped $100 on that game, or 150 or 75, or again, whatever you feel comfortable wagering. Because if Detroit wins this, that will be the biggest win in the history of sports in the state of Michigan. You've had the Tigers have won World Series. You've had the Pistons win multiple NBA championships. Red Wings have had a great run of Stanley Cup wins back in the 90s. This blows all that out of the water. Just getting to the Super Bowl would blow every college championship won by Michigan or Michigan State. It's not even an and. It's it will be insane.
You're forgetting that time Dale Jarrett won the entire race, flag to flag, without a caution. That's a big win. I was there. I remember. So I'm just saying it's all good for you to be excited.
Okay, fair point.
I'm just saying that Dale Jarrett did go caution free and pretty much lap the field at Michigan. That's a big win.
I know.
Fair point. It just happened to be Dale Jarrett.
Point noted.
Okay.
Wow.
See back there?
Again.
That's the Dale Jarrett.
That's twice. I've said again. I'm keeping tabs on this. It's only 2 shots you've had to do.
It's a big deal.
But it is a big deal. However, I think this trumps it by about 800 to 1,000.
We'll take a poll Monday, and we'll find out.
There you go. Yes. Do that. Hey, speaking of Lions, Dan Campbell, NFC Coach of the Year. Congratulations. Well-deserved. Wings beat the Flyers 3-0, and Sparty takes on 13th-ranked Wisconsin in Madison tonight. Tip-off 8 o'clock. That's sports.
All right, 1200 is Jeopardy today, and it's notable Asian Americans. So here we go
again. I think I've known 5 in my life, personally.
Yep.
Maybe 7.
From the Pacific Rim. Fine area of the planet. I really enjoy it.
Yes.
Part of the Ring of Fire. So, if you're a geological person, you could add that in there too. Which you're not, which is fine. That's good. But anyway, notable Asian Americans. Do you have the category?
Notable Asian Americans. Those are Asian persuasion.
1,200. We got the juice going today.
Hong Kong? Wait, before you, was Hong Kong Phooey technically an Asian American as a karate dog? Voiced by Scatman Carruthers. So I'm not gonna. I don't.
Well, with Scatman being there, that would make you an American.
Yeah, but Scatman wasn't
Asian.
And
a fine one too, to be honest with you, because Scatman.
Absolutely, love Scatman.
All right. I could give you today's question or skip ahead to tomorrow's. Which would you prefer?
No. We're going.
You're sure?
We got Asians for days, yo.
Okay, well, tomorrow's is probably easier. But anyway, all right, today's it is. Not a fan of rock music, he initially turned down the job of designing the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Oh, man. How much is this worth?
$1,200. I offered to give you tomorrow's, but you said no.
Jeez, I should have. Well, I couldn't in good conscience do that because it's not. We're not doing a show tomorrow.
Reason I offered you that one because it's worth $2,000. That's easier math. But
okay,
I'll go.
I'm sorry, I'm gonna make you work for this one. I don't know. So he's an Asian architect then.
You would think.
I don't know any white guy architects or black guy architects, and I know even fewer Asians in general.
I know one
personally.
I know one white guy architect, Mike Brady.
That's right. He designed a beautiful home there in SoCal in the 60s and 70s. Yao Ming.
Yao Ming. That is incorrect. I'm sorry, sir. It's I.M. Pei.
I.M. Pei. Yeah. P-E-I.
So
yeah. I have no idea who that is.
I don't either. Tomorrow's answer would have been Nathan Chen. And you could have
I would have gotten that wrong too.
See, well, you should watch more ice.
Michael Chang. See, Yao Ming, I assumed Yao Ming is the former center of the Houston Rockets, standing 7'7". Probably. I probably should have assumed he didn't also dabble in architecture.
Well, you never know, because he may have to get into that to accommodate himself for a house.
That's right, as a 7'6", 7'7" dude.
There.
Or 7'5". Actually, I think he was closer to 7'5". But anyway.
Have yourself an amazing weekend. I want you to get liquored up. I want you to work that liver, and I want you to not get thrown out of a car if you lose a bet or two. All right.
There you go.
Have yourself a good one. We'll see you back here Monday, Dave.
See ya.
Happy Friday, Muskegon. Rain showers will last into the morning today, but this weekend does look dry, so let's take a look at your forecast brought to you by Trinity Health. Like I said, rain will persist into Friday morning, but it should start to die down around 10 or 11, and then we will have a cloudy but mild stretch going through the weekend into early next week as well. And then early February actually could be in the 50s, basically meaning all the snow that we have outside right now will likely be gone by February. So this is Friday at 8 a.m. and you can see the rain showers will last at least by this hour. By 10 or 11 or so, I think they will start to die down though, and we should stay dry but cloudy for most of the rest of the afternoon until around 7 p.m. or so, where a little bit of rain showers could move through back into West Michigan. But those will be fairly light and they will likely be out of here by midnight. So for your Friday, expect morning rain showers and afternoon cloudiness with a high of 40 degrees. Winds will be pretty light out of the north at 5 to 10 miles per hour as well. Then, like I said, around the evening hours, around 7 p.m., a little bit more rain is possible with a low of 32, but we're not expecting any freezing of the rain. And after the rain shower activity on Friday, we do appear to stay dry but cloudy and mild over the weekend with temperatures near 40 degrees. We'll be in the mid-30s early next week with a rain-snow mix on Tuesday. And then after that, temperatures should warm into the 40s, if not the 50s, by early February. That is your Friday and weekend forecast brought to you by Trinity Health on the Muskegon channel. I'm Cole Woods Weather, and enjoy your weekend.